What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Rob, and I'm at the beach with my dog, and I'm going to show you him because he's much prettier than me. So I'm just going to be throwing stones for him while I talk to you. If he doesn't get stones thrown for him, he gets a bit upset. But what I wanted to talk to you about today was making your own custom monsters for role-playing games. I'm not talking, you know, stat blocks and that kind of thing. I'm talking the ideas. Where do you get the ideas? Or where to get the ideas for monsters? And I have a. Oh shit! If I don't throw the right stone, it's gonna get upset. Is it this one? Yeah. Is that the one? If I throw it, yes. Okay. So, where do you get the idea for your monsters? And I've got a few ideas that I want to talk about. So firstly, the setting / environment. So say you want your party, let's say you want your party to have a fight on the beach. Now, I am on a beach right now in beautiful, not really sunny Guernsey. And I'm looking around, let's have a look around here. Can we see, you know, Jesus, I feel like I'm doing a show for 2-year-olds. I'm trying to find a cool way to deal with, to have a monster come out. So obviously over there we could, oh, he's growling at me, I need to throw a stone. This one? Yeah. So obviously, a cave over there, you can kind of see there's a kind of cave thing. Over there would be cool. Obviously, another thought, you know, maybe there's a troll in there that comes out and attacks the party, but that's kind of done and boring. Maybe obviously something out to sea. Maybe you have a race of sea zombies, right? And the party, you can describe it as they're just looking out to sea or whatever, and then all of a sudden they see, you know, a rock or something and it's moving towards them, and then, you know, it turns out to be zombies and they just walk out and start destroying the party. That could be a very, very cool kind of encounter. I'm going to write that down so no one actually steal that one. But, you know, use your surroundings. I'm also thinking maybe, you know, you have, you know, beaches like this are often coves. They've often got cliffs around them. Maybe you just simply have, you know, the party, this one? The party be, you know, chasing someone or dealing with the town guard, and maybe, you know, they find out that someone's corrupt in the higher ups, and then they get told that, you know, the king wants to see them on the beach or whatever, so they come down to the beach and there's no one there, and then all of a sudden, you know, archers come out from all sides, you know, up on the cliffs, and warriors come out of the caves and surround them and attack them. Now obviously the party is going to die if you've got like 100 dudes trying to kill them, but you could, you know, have a surprise ally in, you know, a guy's being addicted or whatever, you know, use tropes, but use the setting or the surroundings that you have, you know, pick somewhere, maybe it's a forest, maybe it's, you know, an underground cave, and think what would live there, what would fight there, what would make for a cool encounter. Maybe you've got some worm thing that lives, you know, a giant worm that jumps out of one cliff and lands in the other cliff or something. Yeah, make it ridiculous, make it fun, but have something like that. You could also do something along the lines of, you know, have things around that could be used as weapons. Maybe, you know, there's a giant using a tree trunk as a, you know, as a club or whatever, but make him actually grab the tree, you know. Use the stuff around you is what I'm saying. Right, look at all those seagulls over there. I don't know if you see them. They're all just like staring at me. Okay. Right. So here's another idea. Is use folklore. Now, again, shout outs to Chex Chekhov. He posted a thing in the Facebook groups, the various ones, saying of this article that was just like 10 Slavic spirits that you've never heard of. And some of these would make for awesome encounters. So use, less well-known folklore. Do a bit of research, If you're running a Norse-inspired game, which I do most of the time, or a lot of the time, have there be some kind of, pick ancient Norse spirits, Valkyries, or what I like to do is, for my Eastbrand games, is take famous, Norse monsters or heroes or villains and change their name very slightly so people know that they're inspired and they're kind of meant to be them, but they're not. It's just the name given to them, like Jormungandr, the world serpent. I just made this giant serpent thing called Jormungand that they had to fight. Or Bran, the fire giant, who they had to fight in the first one. That kind of thing. So that can be a really, really kind of cool way to do it, is have, spirits, and then the game feels authentic, or have, folklore. And then the game feels authentic. Another way to do it is to just do things like look on the internet and just type in on Google Images or whatever, creepy monster or cool dragon or something. See what comes up, get inspired that way. Just images are a great way to do it. And art that people have created. So I think that is an excellent way to do it. But this is more of a question. How do you guys get inspired? What do you use to inspire yourself to kind of make yourself get excited and create new monsters? So let me know.